You may not see it clearly at first, this mark on your left hand, subtle, yet undeniable. It is not merely a physical sign, it is a beacon, a symbol etched by the universe itself. The mark is not just on your skin, it is embedded deep within your spirit. It is a calling, a reminder that you are not ordinary. The world rushes by, distracted by noise and illusion, but you, chosen one, you carry a sacred message. This mark, like a whisper in the storm, calls you to awaken. It tells you that you are one in a million, rare, precious, and destined for greatness. But greatness is not given, it is claimed. It requires you to rise above fear, to walk the path others dare not tread. The mark is a key, but the door it opens is hidden behind struggle and self-discovery. Feel it on your palm, feel the pulse beneath your skin. It is the energy of potential, waiting for your hands to mold it into reality. The chosen are not marked by chance but by choice, the choice to embrace their true power. This mark invites you to shed the weight of doubt and step into the light of your destiny. You are not alone in this journey. The mark connects you to a lineage, a stream of souls who, throughout history, bore the same invisible sign, not seen by the eyes but by the heart. They walked paths of hardship and enlightenment, their hands trembling with the burden and blessing of their mark. You carry their legacy and the future's hope in your palm. But be warned, this mark also demands sacrifice. It is not a charm for ease or comfort. It is a flame that burns away weakness, a sword that cuts illusions. When you feel the heat of its power, you must be ready to face your shadows and fight your inner battles. Only then will the mark reveal its true purpose. Know this, that the mark is not a destination, but a journey. A journey into the depths of your soul, where your true strength is forged. It is the sign of the chosen, the awakened, the relentless. If you feel the call, answer it. Your hand carries the story of your transformation, your rise, and your ultimate victory. So, look down at your left hand, and see not just skin and lines, but the canvas of your soul. The mark you carry is a secret the universe entrusted to you. It is rare, it is sacred, and it is yours. The question is, will you honor it? The mark on your left hand is the seed of power planted deep within your being. It is not the power of domination or control, it is the power of awakening. It stirs the spirit, ignites the fire that sleeps beneath the surface. You are born with this power, but like a seed in the winter, it must be nurtured, awakened by your will. This power calls you to listen, to the silence within, to the wisdom beyond words. It is not loud, it does not scream. It speaks in whispers, in the calm confidence that rises when you stop chasing and start being. When you embrace the mark, you embrace yourself fully, your flaws, your fears, your light, and your darkness. Many will tell you to hide it, to doubt it, to forget it. But the chosen one knows that the power within cannot be buried forever. It is like the sun behind the clouds, inevitable, unstoppable. The mark is a reminder that the fire of your spirit will burn through any obstacle, any resistance, any shadow. Your power is unique. It is not borrowed or copied, it is forged from your pain, your joy, your history. The mark is the signature of your soul's strength, a symbol that you are not ordinary, but extraordinary. It is the light in the darkest night, the calm in the fiercest storm. To awaken this power, you must be willing to stand alone, to face uncertainty with courage. You must strip away the layers of conditioning and expectation and confront your true self. The mark is a mirror, reflecting the warrior, the healer, the creator within you. So, nurture this power. Feed it with courage, with purpose, with relentless determination. Let it grow until it consumes doubt and fuels your ascent. This is the path of the chosen, awakening the spirit so that your hand, marked by fate, becomes the instrument of your destiny. Every chosen one's path is lined with doubt. The mark on your left hand is the silent witness to your struggle, the moments when you question yourself, when the world's noise drowned your inner voice. The journey from doubt to destiny is the great pilgrimage of the soul. At times, you will feel isolated, misunderstood, even rejected. The mark sets you apart, but it also invites you to connect with a deeper truth. The universe does not promise ease to the chosen, it promises growth. And growth often comes through challenge, through pain, through relentless questioning. But here is the secret: doubt is not the enemy. It is the forge where your resolve is tested and strengthened. When you face doubt and do not surrender, you become a beacon for others. The mark is a symbol of your resilience, your refusal to be defined by fear. Your destiny is not written in stone. It is written in sweat, in tears, in the quiet moments when you choose to rise again. The mark is your compass, guiding you through the fog of uncertainty. It tells you that your story matters, that your struggle has purpose. Embrace the journey. Walk it with humility and pride. Know that every step forward is a victory, every challenge a lesson. The chosen are not those who never fall, but those who rise every time they fall. And as you walk, remember, you are never alone. The mark connects you to the eternal current of strength, wisdom, and love. It is the invisible thread that binds the chosen across time and space, reminding you that your destiny is part of a greater whole. The mark on your left hand is a gift, the gift of uniqueness, of identity, of purpose. It is easy to look around and compare yourself to others, to wonder why you are different, why the path feels lonelier. But the mark is a declaration, you are not meant to be like everyone else. This gift demands ownership. It demands that you claim your individuality and celebrate it. In a world obsessed with conformity, the chosen one is a rebel, not for rebellion's sake, but because your soul refuses to be hidden. Your uniqueness is your power. It is the source of your creativity, your vision, your impact. The mark is the symbol of your authentic self, unmasked and unashamed. When you own it fully, you become unstoppable. It takes courage to be different. It takes faith to trust the path others do not see. But the mark is your shield, protecting you from doubt and fear. It reminds you that your light, though it may flicker, is never extinguished. You are a living testament to the beauty of diversity. Your mark is proof that the universe creates each soul with intention, with purpose. It is a reminder to stand tall, to speak your truth, to shine your light. Celebrate this gift daily. Speak to your mark as you would to an old friend, with gratitude, respect, and love. For in owning your mark, you own your destiny. The mark on your left hand is not just a symbol of destiny, but a call to courage. The path of the chosen is never easy, it is lined with trials that test the limits of your spirit. But these trials are not punishments, they are invitations to grow stronger, wiser, braver. When fear knocks at your door, remember the mark. It is a seal of courage stamped onto your soul. It tells you that you are born to face the impossible, to overcome what others deem insurmountable. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to move forward in spite of it. The mark is a constant reminder that your heart beats not just for survival, but for greatness. It is the fire that lights your path when darkness threatens to overwhelm. Each trial you face is an opportunity to deepen your faith in yourself, to expand your capacity for love and strength. The mark marks you as a warrior of light, a guardian of hope. Do not shy away from your trials. Step into them with boldness and grace. For it is through these crucibles that your true power is revealed. Let your mark be your battle cry. Let it remind you that courage flows in your veins, that you are chosen not because you are perfect, but because you are willing. The mark on your left hand is not a sign of entitlement, it is a call to discipline. The chosen path demands more from you, more focus, more silence, more honesty. It is not a mark that grants reward without effort. It grants the opportunity to become something greater than you are, through dedication. Discipline is the sword that cuts through distraction. Every day, you are tempted to abandon the path. The mind whispers excuses, and the world offers comfort. But comfort does not serve the chosen. Growth is born in discomfort, and the mark burns brighter when you embrace this truth. There are no shortcuts. You cannot cheat the inner work. The warrior you are becoming is forged not in the external world, but in the stillness of your breath, in the hours before dawn, in the moments when no one is watching. Discipline is not glamorous. It is quiet, repetitive, and deeply sacred. The chosen one understands that mastery comes through repetition. You must train your mind like you train the body, with patience, with precision, with compassion. The mark reminds you that the most powerful force is not what you do once, but what you do consistently, with full presence. You must guard your energy. Where your attention goes, your power flows. Discipline teaches you to direct this power with purpose. It teaches you to walk through chaos without losing your center. The mark becomes clearer as the mind becomes calmer. Some days will feel like failure. You will slip, forget, fall back into old habits. But discipline is not perfection, it is return. Returning again and again to your path, your breath, your truth. This is the quiet courage of the chosen. You are sculpting your soul through daily practice. Each movement, each meditation, each moment of mindful awareness is a chisel stroke. The shape you are carving, it is not random. It is the exact reflection of your deepest intention. This is the work. Silent, sacred, and unseen by most. But the mark sees. The universe sees. And in time, your discipline will become your liberation. Look at your left hand. Not as flesh and bone, but as a mirror. A reflection of who you truly are, not the mask you wear for the world, but the essence beneath. The mark is not only on your hand, it is in your ability to witness yourself honestly, to face the truth with compassion. The path of the chosen is one of self-inquiry. Of turning inward when others run outward. Of asking, who am I, beneath all this noise? Your hand is the bridge between action and awareness. With it, you build, you heal, you serve, but its mark reminds you to pause and look within. In stillness, the truth emerges. Not the truth told by the ego, but the deeper truth, the one whispered by your spirit. When you sit in silence, the mark begins to speak. It does not use words, but feeling. It speaks through clarity, through presence, through peace. Most people fear this stillness. They fill their time with motion, their minds with noise. But the chosen are different. You are called to walk into the silence, to make it your home. Because only in silence can you truly see the self. Self-knowledge is power. When you know who you are, you cannot be manipulated. You do not seek approval from others. You walk your own path with calmness, with dignity. The mark gives you this strength. But this knowing is not static. It evolves. As you grow, your understanding deepens. What you knew yesterday is not enough for today. The mirror of your hand reflects not only your essence, but your evolution. You are becoming more yourself every day. So meditate. Reflect. Contemplate your path often. Let the hand be a reminder that knowing yourself is the foundation of all other knowledge. The mark is not a decoration. It is an invitation to awaken to yourself again and again. And in this knowing, you find freedom. The freedom to live, to love, to lead, not from fear, but from truth. The mark on your left hand is not only for you. It is for others. It is for the world. The chosen are not chosen to be above others, they are chosen to serve. To lift, to guide, to heal. This is the paradox of power. The more you embody it, the more you give it away. Your journey is sacred not because it elevates you, but because it prepares you to elevate others. The wisdom you gain is not to be hoarded. It is to be shared. The strength you cultivate is not for control, it is for protection. This is the way of the chosen. Look at your hand. What will you create with it? What will you give through it? A smile, a word, a gesture of kindness, these are not small things. When done with presence, they ripple through the world like waves in a vast ocean. To serve is not to be weak. It is to be strong enough to care. Strong enough to open your heart even when it has been wounded. The mark reminds you that vulnerability is not weakness, it is the birthplace of compassion. Ask yourself each day, who can I help, not for gain, but from love. Service refines the soul. It dissolves the ego, sharpens your intention. In serving others, you deepen your connection to the whole. The world needs more chosen ones who serve with humility. Who walk silently, do their work, and disappear without need for recognition. These are the true masters. The ones whose hands carry not just power, but peace. Let your life be your message. Let your hands become instruments of grace. The mark is your reminder that greatness is not in what you take, but in what you give. And when you give from your essence, without expectation, you receive something far greater in return, meaning. When you are gone, what will remain? The mark on your left hand is not just for this lifetime. It is a thread in the great tapestry of existence. Your actions, your words, your presence, they ripple through time. The chosen live with this awareness. They walk with purpose. Your life is not random. It is a message being written in the sky of eternity. Every moment you live with intention, you strengthen the legacy of the awakened. The mark is not your identity, it is your responsibility. Walk this world as if every step matters, because it does. Your energy, your attitude, your choices, they shape the lives around you. The chosen are not perfect, but they are intentional. They know that time is sacred, and they use it wisely. Legacy is not about fame. It is about impact. It is about how many hearts you touched, how many lives you uplifted. Let your hand be a vessel of goodness, of truth, of beauty. Let it leave behind not just fingerprints, but imprints on the soul. Even when no one sees, walk with integrity. The universe sees. The mark on your hand records not your status, but your sincerity. It reflects not your success, but your sacrifice. This is the path of the chosen. The greatest legacy is inner peace. A life lived with presence. A spirit that touched the world simply by being authentic. The chosen do not need applause. Their joy is in the doing, in the serving, in the loving. One day, someone will look at their own left hand and feel lost. And because you walked your path with courage, your energy will reach them. They will feel your legacy in the silence between their breaths. So walk forward, chosen one. Not in haste, but in harmony. Not in pride, but in purpose. For your mark is not only a sign, it is a story. And you are the author of its final chapter.